What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to FBA Capital. And today I'm bringing you guys another daily range case study on none other than NAS100. So without further ado, let's get right on into this video and let's get right to the charts. So the first thing we're going to do is what we always do, is going to be our 3-point outline. That is going to consist of the previous day's high, the previous day's low, just like that, the previous day's Asian session range. So from 18 o'clock all the way to midnight EST time, that is going to be our Asian session range. So just like this. In this case, the Asian session range is also in confluence with the previous day's high. So there's going to be a few areas in price that we're going to pay attention to. And the last but not least, we're going to get 12 a.m. open. So now there's going to be a few areas in price I want you guys to bring your eyes to. I want you to pay attention to this high, this low, and this low. And those are going to be the main areas right now. So we're going to start off with all the way. Matter of fact, yeah, we're going to start off all the way down here. Why is this area in price important? So the first reason why it's important is, for one, this is our low of the day currently. This is the current day low of the day. So why is this the low of the day? We're going to draw a fib from our previous day's low to the previous day's high, and I'm going to see if there's one potential confluence in here, as there is. Just like this. Boom, boom. We have our fib long from this area. And at what time did this happen? This was at 5:30 in the morning. So we got this at 5:30 in the morning. And also pay attention to where we are price-wise. This is at 13,850 mid-figure level. So I'm going to mark that up right in here. I'm going to make it black. So right in there, you can see price traded into the 62 and the 70.50% on his fib long from the previous day's low to the previous day's high, as you can see. And also, we were trading at this 13,850 area at what time? 5:30. So we're going to annotate this now. So we have the low of the day at 5:30 a.m. after trading it to a fib long at 13,850 mid-figure level. And what other confirmation did we have in this area? Let's check the 30-minute time frame. 1 hour. We have this overall bullish order block right in here, but I'm not going to annotate that because it is a pretty big area and it's going to clutter the screen. So we're going to leave this as the annotations that we have as of right now. And also, we were below the 12 a.m. open, meaning anything below here is ideal buying entries. Now we're going to look at the potential, this area right in here. Why is this area important? So for one, this is important because look at the time that we retraced into this area at 9:30. At 9:30, we retraced back into this order block that we created at 5:30. When price expanded to the top side, price came down, tapped into it, but also tapped into this 13,850. And pay attention to how this low was never ran through. This low was never ran through. The low that was the low of the day that was created at 5:30 never got ran through. Price traded into it, tapped into this order block, and also, I'm not going to draw a fib because I already know that it held it. Matter of fact, I will draw it. The main reason I didn't want to draw it is because the wick did come pretty significantly far in, but if you look at the way the bodies closed, you can see the bodies did hold this area. So we're going to annotate this also. So at 9:30, we had this fib long. So at 9:30, we had the fib long, plus we had that 15-minute order block rejection, and also we traded back into that 13,850 mid-figure level. And then this is when price overall expanded to the top side and flew. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did not have a good day trading. I was able to catch this whole move right here. This whole, my entry was like right in here, right at this wick. I was able to catch this whole entire move all the way down to here. And this is where my TP was. I needed 8 more pips to hit the TP, which was right below this low. And then price, after being in this much profit, almost a 1 to 2 trade, price just boom, flew, stopped me out at break even. Sad day. It's a very sad day because if you guys were in the Telegram and you saw the screenshots, you would understand. It's a very, very sad situation. But neither here nor there. Now we're going to look at where price ended up expanding to. So from here, price ran all the way above, had a small retracement, and then ended up closing at the high of the day right up here. At what level? We traded into that 14,200 level, creating the high of the day. If we also look to the left, did we tap into any areas up here? No areas on the 1 hour. We tapped into this bearish 4-hour order block right in here. Right in there. So now go back to 15-minute. Gonna annotate that. Look at how price tapped into that area. So we're gonna annotate this. We have the high of the day at what time? 15:50, 45. So 2:45. So we have the high of the day at 2:45 at 14,200, along with the 4-hour order block. Just like that. And from here, price had this major drop. So now we're going to come all the way back down to this low. I'm going to use this low because this is the low of the day, and I'm going to draw it to the high of the day. So from here all the way to here, we're going to see if we potentially got fib long. I don't think we did. 38.20%. Actually, we did right in here. So let me get rid of all these other levels. You can see price retrace right into this 38.20%. And even though price didn't hold this level for long, you can see the way it expanded and the way it reacted at this area. So you can see price start to consolidate, and then now it's over here at this area, slowly pushing higher. But nonetheless, this is still a valid reaction. This would have been a valid trade idea if this would have been maybe around the time that I like to trade, but personally this isn't around the time I trade. So right now, let's just look at overall what happened. So early line of session, we created this high, and this was actually how I was able to catch this move. I drew my fib from this high to this low, pull our fib. Right in here is where I went long at that 62%, right at that 15-minute order block. Right in here, this is when price came all the way down and then expanded. But then that was when I personally thought it was going to be a bearish London continuation day. But as you can see, price never came and broke below this low, meaning that it was not a bearish London continuation, because one of the characteristics I look for on a bearish continuation or bullish continuation is I like to see have a retracement during the New York session, and then I want to see that New York session high or low that it makes, that you draw that fib. So for example, in this is bearish, so I would draw my fib from the London session high to the New York session low. Then I would be anticipating price to run that New York session low, and vice versa. If I'm bullish, I would ideally want to see a run of that New York session high. But in this case, it didn't, and it didn't run through it. So overall, today ended up being a bullish New York reversal. So now we're just going to get the schematic of everything that happened. So we had the Asian session range. Price ran below, created the low of the day, had a pullback for a retracement, and from here, price just expanded to the top side. And this was a pretty good example of a bullish New York reversal. Personally, I'm kind of mad I wasn't able to catch this trade, but nonetheless, can't get too mad at it. And also pay attention to this level we were in right here, 13,900. Price was being held above. So from 850 to 900, this area in here is where price was majority of the time just trying to get above. Didn't really get away from it. There was a lot of orders in this area. And even if you say do this, I'm going to draw the volume profile from the previous day's low to this previous day's high. You can see that the majority of the orders are being built in this area right in here at this 850 to 900 area. That's where majority of the orders were being built. And from here, price expanded to the top side, just as it did. That's really all I have for you guys today. Nothing crazy, just a brief explanation of everything that happened in price action. Like I said, I did not have a successful trade today, but neither here nor there. We will be back tomorrow. I will be live again tomorrow. I wasn't live this morning because I personally didn't think I was going to take a trade, but I ended up doing so. But if you were in the Telegram and you were active in it, you would have seen the trade ideas, and I was in there actively with everyone else, and we're all sending trade ideas. A lot of people were able to catch this buy. Me personally, I wasn't able to. And same thing with US30. US30 kind of flew today, but couldn't catch that either. But with that being said, that's all I have. Hopefully you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you share the video with a friend if you found it helpful. And also make sure you join the Telegram if you haven't already. Active every single day, and we are currently at how many members? 341 currently. So we're still growing at a rapid speed, only going to get bigger, only going to get better. So with that being said, stay motivated by the fear of being average, and I'll see you all in the next video.